Good morning, students. A warm welcome to all of you. Myself, Maria Fernandes from Adarsh Education Society. Our today's subject is English, Class 7, topic Past, Present, Future by Emily Bronte. Let us start with the first poem from our syllabus, Past, Present, Future, written by Emily Bronte. Students, in the previous year, we have learnt about tenses in grammar. So what are tenses? Tenses are the form the verb takes to show the time of an action. There are three major tenses, that is past tense, present tense and future tense. What is past tense? The actions which have already occurred in the past. That is, last year in which standard you were? 6th standard. So that is your past. What is present tense? The actions that are happening right now. That is, I am teaching and you are listening to me. That is present. What is future tense? The actions that have not yet occurred or that will occur at a later time. So when you will go in 8th standard, that will be your future. Now children, you may be thinking, why I am talking about the tenses? This is because our today's topic is related to a poem Past, Present, Future. This poem is about time presented in the form of a dialogue between the poet and a happy child. The poet Emily Bronte is asking the child what the past, present and future looks like to him. In an innocent manner, the child describes the nature that he connects with each of these time frames. Now children, recite the poem along with me. Past, present, future. Tell me, smiling child, what the past is like to thee. An autumn evening soft and mild, with a wind that sighs mournfully. Tell me what is the present hour, a green and flowery spray, where a young bird sits gathering its power to mount and fly away. And what is the future happy one, a sea beneath a cloudless sun, a mighty glorious dazzling sea stretching into infinity. Written by Emily Bronte. So students, before I start with the explanation, let me introduce you to the poet Emily Bronte. Emily Bronte and her sisters were well-known authors who lived in the 19th century. She was born on July 30th, 1880 in England. Emily Bronte uses nature to talk about her thoughts, feelings and ideas in many of her poems. Let us see how in one of her poems which we are going to learn today. Now let's read the first stanza. Tell me, smiling child, what the past is like to thee. Thee means you, an old English word for you. An autumn evening soft and mild. Autumn means the season which comes before winter. During this season, trees lose their leaves after turning yellow or orange. Soft and mild. Mild means gently. With a wind that sighs mournfully. Sighs means to let out a long breath slowly to express sadness. Mournfully means unhappy. So students, here the poet is asking the child about his past. Instead of giving the answer in a childish way, the child responds in a highly poetic way. That is an autumn evening soft and mild. It means the past for the child is a gentle thought, which is something that he remembers with longing and a little sadness. Longing means a person who looks back and remembers the past sadly. So children, if I ask you what was your past vacation like, what you will say? It was wonderful. We enjoyed a lot with our friends, family or relatives. Or we had gone to our native place. This will be your answer, but here the child is answering in a poetic way. The falling of leaves and the mournful sigh of the wind convey that the child is unhappy because the past has passed and he cannot go back to it. Now let's read the second stanza. Tell me what is the present hour, a green and flowery spray. Spray means a small branch of a tree bearing flowers. where a young bird sits gathering its power to mount and fly away. Mount means to climb. Now again the poet is asking the smiling child about the present hour. The child is comparing the present hour with the spring season. What is spring season? Spring season means the season which comes after winter. During this season, there is greenery everywhere, lot of trees grow, flowers bloom all around. Where a young bird sitting on the branch of a tree is just learning and gathering strength and power to fly high in the sky. So the present time for the child is like a hope full of spring, where he is ready to take his flight and fulfill his dreams to reach high in the sky. Let us see the third stanza. And what is the future happy one? A sea beneath a cloudless sun. A mighty. Mighty means powerful. Glorious. Glorious means beautiful. Dazzling. Dazzling means bright. A mighty, glorious, dazzling sea stretching into infinity. Infinity means that has no end. So students, again the poet is asking the child about his future. The happy child says that the future is like the unknown vast. Vast means big sea that is stretched far and wide under the bright cloudless sun. Through these words, the child implies about the thrilling. Thrilling means exciting. And never-ending possibilities. Never-ending possibilities means possibilities are endless. They are full of opportunities which awaits for him in the future. Now children, let us move on to our English workshop. Question number 1. Find the meanings of the following words. A. The. Old English word for you. Mournfully, in a sad, unhappy manner. Spray. Here, a small branch of a tree bearing flowers. D. Mighty. Huge and powerful. E. Infinity. That has no end. F. Autumn. A season before winter when tree loses their leaves. G. Sighs. To let out a long breath slowly to express sadness. Question number 2. Choose the correct option. First, what is the past of the child like? A. Autumn evening. B. Dazzling sea. C. Cloudless sun. So the past of the child is like autumn evening. Second, according to the poet, the future is A. Full of unexplored possibilities. B. The time which you can do nothing about. C. Very sad and hot because of the sun. So, according to the poet, the future is full of unexplored possibilities. Third, mournfully means happy, angry, sad. So, mournfully means sad. Question number 3. Write one line about each of the following with the help of the poem. A. Wind in the autumn evening. And the answer is, wind sighs mournfully in the soft and mild autumn evening. B. Young bird on the spray. And the answer is, a young bird sits on the spray, gathering its power to mount and fly away. C. The sea. And the answer is, the sea is mighty, glorious and dazzling and has stretched into infinity. Thank you, students.